John Ford. I'm Kelly Ford's mum.
I'm Michael Ford. I'm Kelly's dad.
Was Kelly born with encephalitis?
No.
She was a normal little girl.
At what age did Kelly develop symptoms that led to encephalitis?
23 months.
Yeah, she was. We were on holiday in Ireland when Kelly took ill, and while we were on holiday, she was playing with a young dog that we think might have had. It was biting Kelly, but it didn't break the skin. But we think she might have picked up a virus from the dog.
Can you give me a brief description of what took place during this time?
Well, Kelly, while she was in the Royal Victoria in Belfast, she stopped breathing on a couple of occasions, and she was put on a life support machine. And she was steadily getting worse, where they were deciding what to do, whether they were going to operate on her brain, and which they didn't do. They put a tube in on her forehead and another tube on her ankles, probably to drain the fluid away. And but they never really came to a decision what because I'm pretty sure they didn't know what the problem was.
Raising a child with encephalitis, what was it like?
Very difficult. Very, very difficult. We had to start from scratch, learning her how to walk, eat, use a spoon. She was blind. It left her blind in one eye, almost deaf, so she couldn't communicate at all. She lost her speech. Kelly was talking before she got sick. She was talking just like a little owl dog. She knew all the words, but everything changed when she got it. I had visitors come and doctors come and tell me what she was going to be like as she's getting older. I didn't even know some of the names they used, but I didn't even know about disability. But they were saying she'll never talk again, she'll never walk again. But she was in Paddington Green for about 5 months, and she was getting too close, too much into a habit up there. So I decided to bring her home one day. And when I got her home, I started to teach her all the things myself. But it was very, very hard. Yeah, Kelly's been home for Easter and she's about to go back to the care home now. She's had a lovely time. And she loads of but I think she's happy to go back.
What was the support you were given by the NHS and nurses and doctors around you?
At that time, I didn't even know social workers or doctors would be involved with Kelly. I just thought I didn't know what disability was at all. So I didn't know about things Kelly needed, like nappies and all. And I didn't apply for any of them. And then one day a head teacher come from Jack Tizard in Fulham, and she told me Kelly could start school there, which I was shocked, I didn't even know there was special schools. And that's where we started. And we have brilliant social workers, brilliant doctors. And then all the doctors would come to the house. And so with the social workers, you didn't have to go and see them. Kelly was a very special case.
Kelly also developed epilepsy, and which were very difficult. She had so many seizures in the course of 24 hours. We had to keep a record of them. And she's tried all different kinds of medication to have them solved, but to no avail, I'm afraid. She still suffers to this day.
Raising a big family, what was it like?
It was very difficult. We went on to have 6 more children, but actually they were all we worked around the children. They didn't treat Kelly with a disability or that. They just treated her as a normal older sister in the family. But it was all very difficult at the time because there wasn't much for Kelly. We tried to get her into a lot of activities as much as we could, but there wasn't a lot at all. So so she went swimming, she went to all different things, but the other 6 children, they don't treat Kelly with a disability. They just say she's our older sister. They're very hard.
And while you were looking after the rest of the family, I'd have to take Kelly to try and control her seizures with all different doctors and hospitals, and it seemed to go on for years. But she still suffers bad with the seizures anyway.
Did Kelly attend school? And if so, what age did she attend school?
Kelly started school when she was 4 years old. I didn't even know there was special school for Kelly, but the head teacher come and she talked to me about it, and she said Kelly could start Jack Tizard in Fulham, which was a brilliant school. They used to pick her up in the bus in the morning. Kelly looked forward to that. She loved her routine, and bring her home again in the evening. And she learned so much from that school. You know, so much that I couldn't give her or anyone could, for it was all special needs and that things Kelly need to be taught, but it was brilliant.
Did Kelly have any friends? Did she do much activities?
She couldn't communicate with friends, but they tried to communicate with her, you know, and she used to go out dancing with them and go to special clubs on a Thursday night, activity clubs and all. So she loved that there. She used to love getting out. And that helped us with all the children getting out.
Is she still having encephalitis?
She's actually slowed down a lot. When Kelly was first sick, and over the years she was very hard to look after. She broke through her bedroom windows. She could damage furniture, pull down chest of drawers, wardrobes. You couldn't keep Kelly to sit. But now she's so different. She just sits there now and has her dinner. She's so quiet.
How is Kelly now?
Kelly is 48 years of age. She's still got the encephalitis. And she's in a residential where she receives 24-hour care. And she's very happy, and we're very happy with it. And Kelly comes home on a regular basis, like Christmas and Easter and times like that, and which we really enjoy to have her home. We always want her at home, and she's done very well.